Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Paxton Lynch's Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Denver Broncos. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A first down throw for Mariota. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mariota. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And taken right on the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Mariota. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Mariota. It's caught by Davis. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Mariota now on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And he motions the wide receiver. First down, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the wideout in motion. Mariota on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll throw again. Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Ajayi. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Kill. Leopard. Slam. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Check 4. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
The good old taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, Mariota. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 4th down, Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he spins through. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw Mariota. A swing pass caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They come out here in the eye. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Shift together here from the D-line. From the 4, it's second and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the play clock's running down. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Evades him at the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now. Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see. Play action. Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it? No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he motions the wide receiver. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete. We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive. Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further. And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Again, it's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Out come the Titans now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
One. I got 8. I got 8. I got 8. Too little, Jeff. One. Watch safety creeping.
Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
And the wideout in motion.
Hey. Four down.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Play action now. Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Tight end right. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Lynch. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
On second down, here's Lynch. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota now on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it first and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, Lynch. He's going to go for a big play. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now.
Here's Lynch. This will be caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Mariota on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second down, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Throwing, Lynch. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go.
Lynch is going to throw it. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One last shot now for Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.